It's time for us to get a leg up on the criminals. A leg ahead? A leg up? What is this saying? I think it's a leg ahead, right? I don't even know my own jokes. Hello everyone, this is Rin from Super Cat Punch, and welcome back to Abscission, where we need to figure out how the heck to get the flowers from this guy. I think the only thing I haven't tried... Oh! Wait, is that... She wants like eyes, right? And they're round? That makes sense. They're perfect. I'm perfect.
What will you do now?
I don't... Oh, wait. Yes. Here, you can have this. Thank you. Oh, it's a weapon. She gave me a silver knife with a beautiful pattern on the hilt. Right, I assume that's what this guy wants. Here you go.
I have a silver weapon for you if you'll trade me the flowers. A fine trade.
Thank you. Yes, let's just give this totally stable man a weapon. Alright, now, she wants nature, so here's the flowers. Oh, it's a dead bouquet. Fantastic.
I have some roses for you.
Ah, beautiful. A deal's a deal. Here, take my brush. Alright, I got a paintbrush. What was that for? Alright, painting the symbol. Okay. Am I gonna paint my hand and then put my hand on here, or am I just gonna paint a handprint? Let's see. I slathered my palm with paint and pressed it onto the fleshy mass. It felt both spongy and firm, rippling with abhorrent, impossible life. Did that— oh, it worked! He do be auto-walking though. More blood. Something was ahead. Oh. Oh, did you hear that laughing? A red pulsing plant was sprouting out of a dead body. I heard laughter ahead. Oh yeah. I knew I should have turned my back, and yet... she was still alive. Ooh, so many dead. And in the dark, a huge shape loomed. Whoa.
Freeze.
Oh, that's a long arm.
I said hold it, I'll shoot.
Whoa. I was gonna say, I probably shouldn't just sit here and stare at it, but... oh, you also can't see this guy very well. See him? He's got a little top hat.
Stop.
Why did you... wait, why did Stanhope shoot the gas tank and not the guy?
Somehow I was still alive, but the fire spread quickly. And then through the smoke I saw it following me.
Oh, am I supposed to move? No, okay.
Oh. Why won't you die?
Whoa.
Oh God. Stanhope, listen to my voice. What? Listen to me. You need to step back from the edge. Braintree? You're lost in a memory. You need to step out of it. Where am I? You're in the ruins of the factory. You need to let me help you. It shouldn't be this fast. Fast? There's something inside you. I can see it. It's here. What are you?
Oh.
Stanhope.
Oh no. I'm sure that's fine. The landscape was warm and cloying and mercifully quiet. After this barrage that my senses had taken, it was almost a relief. I took a moment to catch my breath. And then a voice drifted towards me over the dunes.
Well.
Heather? But it couldn't be. Was that his... I'm here, Will. Come to me. Her voice was just as I remembered it. I'm waiting for you. What if she was trapped in here in this wasteland? I had to know. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. There was a structure in the distance, black stone against the red sand. I'm waiting. I could see a path downwards. Well, join me, I miss you. Where are you? Behind the gate. Behind the gate. Behind the gate. Behind the gate. I think this is just a hunch. She might be behind the gate. What is happening? Welcome back, Will. Ben? It's great to see you looking healthy. That was a close one. How did I get here? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I remember the factory and Braintree. Am I dead? I don't think so. Then what is this? Maybe it's just a place of safety, or maybe not. I don't think it matters. You need to focus on what's next. What do you want? I just want some answers. The answer is inside you, Will. And I don't mean that in some after-school special way. What do you mean? It's in your blood. It's in your blood, and it's growing. You saw it. What is that? Tell me. I wish I could, but the show is over. What? Goodbye. What? How are you feeling? Take your time. It was Braintree. There was a huge red diamond tattooed on his chest, the same diamond that Serena Challenor had been inked with. I feel like my head is going to explode in my hand. What is that on the table? Stay calm. Did you just saw off my arm? Hand? Get these ropes off of me, Braintree. Let's keep them on for the time being, just in case. You've been very busy, haven't you? I've been watching you with interest. You need to let me go right now. Luna will be looking for me. Maybe, but not here. Are you going to kill me? No, why would I? I just need to discuss something with you. I wish you no harm. They're very strong ropes, and you won't find any mistakes in my knot. How did I get here? I was at the Liscato Prosthetics factory. Yes, you were. That's where I found you. I stopped you from falling to your death. What else do you remember? I can't be sure. What happened? Now that is an interesting question. I suspect what I saw would be different than what you saw. And what did you see? You first, detective. I wasn't sure if I should play his game, but I eventually decided that if he had wanted to kill me, he would have already, or else he would have left me in that cursed factory. I was hallucinating. I saw a memory of the last time I was there. 1986, I believe? Yes. There were bodies there, people who had disappeared. There were plants, red plants growing out of them. There were roots and a tree, or something like a tree. Braintree's eyes seemed to well up. Beautiful. You know all of this, though, don't you? Yes. Was it your doing? Me? No, sadly not. I didn't join the Heritors until around a year ago. The Heritors, not a name I had heard before. It bore the typical faux mystique of a cult. Please, don't stop there. I know there's more. Fine, I saw a man. He was tall in a long coat with a top hat. He attacked me. Is that what you remember? Are you sure he didn't reach out to you? I fired my gun, but I think I hit a tank of flammable gas. You started the fire. Yes, and I would do it again. There was a flash of something in his eyes. Disappointment? I was trying to get out, and then I saw a creature with red long limbs. Its eyes bled a black fluid. He smiled, and then? Heather, no, the journey to the Black Gate was for me to keep to myself for now. That's all. What did you do after that in 1986? I ran.
Of course. How did you know I was at the factory anyway? Were you following me? Of course, we have been for a long time. I saw you at my house, and I saw you spill the ink on your hand. I also saw a man who was struggling to come to terms with his destiny. There is no such thing as destiny. I disagree. We all have our roles to play. I have had several, but today my role is to educate. I have been instructed to give you enough information for you to make the right choice. What choice? That will become clear. The conversation certainly wasn't playing out the way I thought it would. Well, as I wasn't going anywhere, I decided to get any information that I could. You said we've been watching you. Who do you mean? Interested parties who serve the Pale Queen? The ones with the tattoos, these heritors? And their benefactor? The tall man at Lascato. Yes. So he survived the fire. Who is he? His clothing looked old and out of place. I almost laughed at myself. That had hardly been the most uncanny detail about the events of '86, and yet... What is his name? That is not mine to give. You will know soon enough. What is happening to me, to my hand? What was that thing that crawled out of me? An understandable question, and it must have been very shocking. Don't patronize me. That wasn't my intention, I apologize. Do you remember the letter? Yeah? You sent that? I delivered it. I did not write it. It was written by the benefactor. That was it, wasn't it? That needle infected me with something. Infection is such an ugly word. It was a gift. A catalyst for change. One that was unexpectedly hastened when you spilled more ink on your hand at Lascato. The dosage must be more carefully managed, or else the change, the abscission of the flesh, name drop, hastens beyond control. Those red tendrils. I have removed the vines and slowed the change for now. How? I have my ways, nothing for you to worry about. This is my role, you see. I am a gardener of sorts. The ink brings bliss, but it can also cause growth. You aren't the first that has needed pruning. The shed, those tools, the furnace. You've murdered people, haven't you? A flash of anger crossed his face. I have done nothing of the sort. Would you call the pruning of a rose bush in winter to ensure clean growth in the spring murder? And who exactly has died? No one. He was truly beyond helping. I think several people have died. What is that red ink made of? What's in it? The ink is given to us by the benefactor. Only he knows its source. Aren't you curious? I mean, you could be injecting people with anything. I have faith. Faith is trust without consequences. It is fool's game. Do you always do that? Do what? Reduce the wonder of this world into cold transactions? Isn't the wonder of life the fact that perception, your own feelings, are what matters? Truth is what matters. To you, but are you happy, detective? What did you do to Serena Challenor? She was given a tattoo with the ink provided by the benefactor, as many others have. She was lost, struggling with dark thoughts, and was to be relieved of this pain through the gift provided by the ink, the connection it provides to the Pale Queen beyond the gate. You act like it's a blessing, but it ended her with death. I didn't say that right, but it's the same thing, right? She changed, but that was not intentional. The benefactor is now very careful with the doses ever since Lascato. If those who have been gifted the ink wish to ascend, they must connect the roads of the tree, the gate between worlds, but the sight of this is too much for society to understand. The benefactor has to weigh up the benefits of helping others with the harm that comes from the discovery of our secret. Those who flower are closer to her, but the cost to others who can no longer be gifted with the ink is too high. You want as many as possible to suffer, to benefit, Stanhope. We are not the monsters you think we are. You still haven't told me what happened. Her medical records hold the answer to that. She had iron deficiency anemia, and it seems this condition was a particularly fertile ground for the growth of the roots, but they did not blossom. Instead, they grew something new, something we haven't seen before, I think. We'll remember this in the future, you can be sure of that. What do you want from me? Me? Nothing. Honestly, I was concerned only for your welfare. It is the benefactor himself who wishes to offer you a partnership. You are truly honored. A partnership? Are you mad? I burned everything he had to the ground. Yes, you did. And for a time he was consumed with understandable rage. But then he realized that being driven by spite was not true to her wishes. She calls all to her, paragon or villain, to offer an enemy the kindness he offers to his friends. That is truly honoring her. What kindness does he wish to offer? That depends on you. Have you seen the gate? He stayed silent. Whether you have or not, you certainly will. Beyond it lies your heart's desire. That is what he wishes to grant you. He knows the way to move beyond. Heather? I wanted to denounce his words as madness, mumbo-jumbo concocted by weak-willed fools with inferiority complexes wishing to have the power over their lives. Yet I had been there. I had seen the gate, and I had heard her voice. Let's just say for a minute that I believed any of this. What would he want from me? He recognizes you as a man of talent, intelligent, dogged, and meticulous. We need your help to find someone. You remembered Serena Challenor? Of course. I couldn't help myself from laughing. She's dead. You were at the scene of her murder, for Christ's sake. You have a very narrow perspective of existence, Detective. I was simply a skin she left behind, a shell. No, Serena Challenor has not died. Could it be true? She began to ascend without guidance, without connection. Wherever she is, she must be in agony. Even if that is true, how would I find her? Who gained? Is Serena Challenor alive? She must be somewhere special to her. She will have lost some of her faculties and will be seeking out any comfort she can find. Somewhere you don't know? She was only a part of our family for a short time. I barely knew her. If you agree to work with us, we could look at what you know to find her location and save her. In return, if you do this for her, the benefactor has agreed to meet you. His gritted teeth showed jealousy. And if I refuse? You will remain here for now, and I will ask the benefactor what he wishes to do with you. You will have no way of finding him. So, what will it be, Stanhope? Whoa, we have a choice here. Oh no, I can't save. Oh god. Wait. Oh man. I feel like there are multiple endings here. I feel like the more interesting choice would be yes, I'll help you because I think we'll get more of the story, but what would Stanhope do? I mean, on one hand, he heard that woman's voice and he's very interested, and then this would also answer some questions about Serena Challenor, maybe. Assuming they're not completely crazy, but they can't be completely crazy because he's seen the fleshy mass and how it's alive and it's in his body and he wants answers. But he's also very straightforward. And he thinks they're crazy and that they're just killing people. So on one hand I think he would say yes, but on the other hand I think he might say no. But I want to know. But I feel like I'll find out more in both routes. Okay, I'm gonna start with yes, and then I'll come back and do no. Yes, I'll help you. Excellent, you've made the right decision. Have I though? Alright, it's been saved twice. Unfortunately, as much as I want to continue, that's all the time I have for today. We'll have to see what happens next week. I hope I made you smile today, and I will see you next time. Bye! Bye!